Yeah, the CEO,
yes.
Jackdorsey. He's a bit of a wild character, and he's good at starting businesses, but he's not always good at managing the businesses.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Stocklist, the show where we take you through the various stocks on our watch list and advise you on whether you should be looking into them as well. Quick disclaimer, mate.
Yep, so we're not financial analysts.
Nope.
Neither are we financial advisors. Take everything we say with a pinch of Maggi, salt, flour. What else is there?
Paprika. Let's go.
Everything we say is for entertainment purposes only.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so what stock are we looking into today?
So today we're going to look at a stock which is a bit controversial
Yeah,
in the sense that they own an app which was on
Quarantine radio.
Quarantine radio. So we're looking at Square Inc.
Yeah, we're looking at Square Inc. and they own CashUp.
Yep.
Which is why we mentioned quarantine, because a lot of people were dropping their cash apps on quarantine radio, trying to catch some free money.
Yeah, you know,
some stripper money. That's what happened.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Square Inc. is an American financial services and mobile payment company.
Yep.
They're based in San Francisco, California.
Yep.
Their first ever product was a Square Reader.
Yep.
Which allowed sellers to use their phone as payment terminals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're basically a financial payments company.
Yeah.
So they allow you to pay for stuff.
Literally that.
Simple.
Yeah.
Their first thing was the terminal. So also it's like a not cash machine.
A card reader.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the
Yeah.
So should we jump into the CEO and management?
Yeah. So hit us up, man.
Yeah. So their founders are Jackdorsey and Jim McKelvey.
Okay.
So Jackdorsey is someone you might have heard of. For those of you who have heard of him, he's also the CEO of Twitter. So now we need to figure out, how does my man balance out?
Yeah,
Twitter
working at Square and working at Square.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He must not.
Either he's not sleeping.
Yeah.
Or he's got someone else running it on his behalf, but his name is just there at the forefront.
A lot of these CEOs are like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they're on holiday.
Or he just doesn't sleep. The grind is real.
I don't believe that. Have you seen his face? That guy sleeps well.
Yeah, he sleeps well. He sleeps well.
But we don't know. We're not in his shoes.
It's true. But yeah, he's a major shareholder of Square. His current net worth.
Hey, what's up?
I need to say a prayer. 11.7 billion. The reason I said a prayer is because I need that in my account this year.
Amen.
I need it. I don't know how. I need it.
Yeah, just follow the pastor's divine instruction. You'll catch 11 billion in your account this year. Amen.
So yeah, that's his net worth, and yeah, like we said, he's also the CEO of Twitter. If you know about him, you know he's a bit controversial at times, and yeah,
in what way?
He does what he wants when he wants.
Is he on Twitter as well doing madness?
Well, he's everywhere. He's doing interviews. He's sometimes
one
on
of
Twitter.
those guys who don't like to sit in the background.
Yeah, no.
Like Elon Musk.
Yeah, literally like Elon Musk.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, should we go through their stock market name, share price, and 52-week price range?
All right, yeah, I'll do that. So, as of today, the 6th of January, 2021. Yep. I didn't get it wrong. 2021.
You know, the first few months of the year is always difficult because you still feel like you're in the year
the
before.
previous year, of course. And to be honest, nobody wants to be back in 2020.
Yeah,
Anyway, back to the topic.
Yeah.
So the current share price as of today is $229.75. That's a decent figure.
Yeah.
229.75.
Yep.
The ticker on these apps is on the trading apps is SQ.
Yep.
For Square, and that's in case you want to go search for the stock, and it's listed on the Nasdaq. Yep, as you know, the Nasdaq is just where shares are sold and bought.
Yeah,
cool. Now they first IPO'd on the 19th of November 2015, and that's when they did the IPO. That's when they first went public.
Yep.
And currently, the 52-week range. So the cheapest price the stock was and the highest price the stock was between $32.30 and $243.02.
That fluctuation is crazy, bro.
Massive. That's a big jump. Like, if again, as I always say, if you bought at the low end, if you was the wise, lucky fella, that bought shares at $32 and sold it at 243. I'm not going to do the maths, but that's a big jump.
Yeah.
You've made a lot of money.
Hindsight,
It's a
anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are the financials in that regard. Now I'll take you through the full financials. Yeah. How much money the company makes. To me, that's the most important. The most important thing is how much money is coming into the company. Yep. So in 2019, Square brought in a staggering $4.7 billion. Deep it. $4.7 billion. And in 2020, well, the first 3 quarters of 2020, they brought in $3 billion. Now, it's a slight drop, but this doesn't include the 4th quarter of 2020. So we officially don't know the numbers of what they brought in last quarter. However, again, they're able to keep up with the billions figure, which is good enough. You know what I'm saying? As long as they made minimum 1 billion, to me, good to go.
2019, we wasn't in a pandemic.
Yeah, we weren't in a pandemic. 2020, we were in a pandemic. So that should tell you something. To be fair,
the pandemic actually started December 2019, like towards
No. But my whole point is they should have made more money because they're a tech stock. Do you know what I'm saying? So really and truly, in the pandemic, they should have brought in more profit because more people were online making transactions.
But a lot of Square's transactions are also done in restaurants.
Oh, that's true.
And people weren't
lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown.
Yeah, people weren't allowed out.
To go
Okay, that's okay. All right. All right.
I rest my case.
The rest of them. All right. So we'll quickly talk about the profitability because to me, the figure that's more important than revenue is profit. You bring in the money, but is it staying though? Cool. So
it's like when your direct debit gets taken out after
you get paid 10 bags. Direct debit 9,500.
It's automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic. Anyway, we'll take you through Square's profitability. So their net profit for 2019, even though they brought in 4 billion revenue, they only made 375 million in profit, in net profit anyway. Compare that to the figure of 2020 or the first 3 quarters of 2020. They brought in 3 billion in revenue, but they only had 300 million in revenue for the first 3 quarters.
310 million.
Sorry, 310 million. What did I just say?
3 million.
Oh, wow. Can you imagine?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. 310 million. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we have that. Now we'll look at the EPS figure, which is the earnings per share. Yeah. In 2019, it was 0.81. And in 2020, it went down to 0.07. We'll explore the reasons why in a minute. Now, the free cash flow, that Square had to spend. This is money they have available to invest in stuff and to do various things with. In 2019, was 403 million. That's a lot of money to just have ready to spend on something, invest in stuff, right? That figure went down in 2020, the first 3 quarters of 2020, to 174 million. Now, in the first 2 quarters, that cash flow was quite high. Something happened in the 3rd quarter, which brought that money down to 174 million. We need to talk about that. Yeah. What happened?
So, obviously, we just read out all the figures and all that.
Bare numbers in your ear.
Bare numbers. So you're thinking, what's going on here? What's going on? Okay, first thing first, Square, they made a heavy investment in Bitcoin. And as we all know, we're heading towards the digital era, digital payments era,
digital currencies,
digital currency, etc., etc. So Square invested 50 million in Bitcoin, roughly around 4,709 Bitcoin. And at the time when they invested it, they got a good price. Some will say that Jackdorsey, the reason why he invested in Bitcoin is because he sees it as the currency of the future.
Which makes sense. It definitely is. It's like, we're going cashless.
We're going cashless eventually. 100%. We're going cashless.
Yeah.
If you think about the amount of times you use cash right now, it's probably when you go to a car wash, go to the barber,
or go to Shepherd's Bush Market. Buy plantain. You have to use coins.
Literally, when you
Yeah.
So those are the only times that you really and truly use cash. So we're
cashless.
Getting into digital currency era.
Yeah. That makes sense.
As well as that, their currency, their cash flow looks peak at the moment, but I think it will look even peaker later because currently they're in talks with Tidal. So that's the platform owned by Jay-Z.
Yeah.
They compete with the likes of Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, etc.
Are they really competing though? Because how many people do you know that got Tidal on their phone, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I know 1 or 2 people got Tidal, yeah, but they also got Apple Music.
Okay then. Okay then.
Yeah, so it's also mad you said that because Tidal, because they're a private company, they're under no obligation to reveal how many subscribers they got on their platform at the moment.
They could have 10.
Yeah, so we don't know how many people have actually subscribed to that platform, which is mad.
They could have 10 subscribers
It's
on
mad,
the platform.
and we would never know. We would never know.
Of course they don't.
Yeah.
They've got millions.
But in terms of Tidal, Jay-Z bought that for 56 million.
Okay.
So we all know Jay-Z's a businessman.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna sell it for like anything mad. I don't think he'll sell it like for 30 million or whatever.
Yeah. He's making a profit.
He's making a profit.
Let's leave
and
it there.
also as well,
Yeah.
he knows Jackdorsey, he's the CEO of Twitter. He knows that guy knows how to turn a platform from good to great.
Yeah.
So he's probably thinking, what's my man gonna do with Tidal?
Yeah.
Why is he so interested in it?
So
he's
in
gonna,
that regard, he's gonna just throw the price up.
yeah, he's gonna throw the price up. So obviously, their financials, Square's financials, are gonna take a hit. So for anyone that's looking into buying Square, just remember that their cash flow is gonna be looking a bit peak.
Yeah.
If they
peak in a bad way, not peak as in peak in the charts. I mean peak in a bad way. Yeah.
So let's talk about the pros and cons. I'll dive into the pro straight away.
Yeah.
So Square, they own CashUp, Quarantine Radio, and all that.
Quarantine.
The reason I mentioned CashUp is because Square enabled customers to deposit their stimulus checks into the CashUp accounts. Into their CashUp accounts. CashUp is user friendly according to a source. We don't own CashUp.
I never seen CashUp.
We got no business owning CashUp.
I never seen that CashUp.
We naughty people on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So stimulus checks, for anyone that doesn't know, is a grant sort of payment given to people on lower income.
Yep.
CashUp makes it easier for you to deposit your payment. So rather than having a traditional bank where it could take days, you got CashUp and
it's instant.
Yeah.
It's like how we have Monzo here.
Yeah,
like
in
Monzo's
the UK,
everything is on point. Everything's quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah.
So how about you? What would you say is another pro?
Right. So the fact that they've invested so much money in Bitcoin to me is a major plus. You understand? Bitcoin is always rising. I have to always sigh before I get into what I'm gonna get into.
Yeah.
Bitcoin right now is rising. It's as of today, it's on $35,000 per Bitcoin. That is mental. Anyway, they probably bought it when it was a lot cheaper, maybe 17,000, 10,000, something like that. Yeah. So whenever Bitcoin rises, Square stock will automatically rise. Yeah. Or Square adds more money. Like Square has more money based on the fact that Bitcoin is risen.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
Their financial position increases.
Yep. Agreed.
Trying to speak like a pastor right now. Many increase in your life. Yeah. So that's why I think right now the Square stock is actually a very good stock.
And if you're a bit skeptical about a Bitcoin, I'd say Square is an opportunity for you to own a bit of Bitcoin, but own Square as a platform. So it's like a safe.
It's like you're owning it through a proxy. Yeah. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, but you don't want to buy Bitcoin, buy Square, and then you get Bitcoin.
Think about it.
Alright, so you go into some cons then.
Yeah.
The fact that they own so much Bitcoin on their books could also be a hindrance. Because if Bitcoin drops, the price of Bitcoin drops, that means the financial position of Square also follows. So that's something to think about when you're buying Square stock.
Yeah.
Where's Bitcoin going to be? Do you understand? So you have to think about that.
Yep.
What about you? Can you give us one?
Yeah, so they've got a higher marketing budget at the moment, and they're trying to push their brands like CashUp and just Square as a platform as well. And also they're interested currently in acquiring Tidal. So if they do that, obviously they have to market it. The one thing I forgot to mention earlier is the reason why their marketing budget is high is because what Jackdorsey wants to do with Square as a whole, he wants every brand under its umbrella to run individually. So when you think of CashUp, you're not thinking, it's under Square's umbrella.
You're just thinking it's CashUp.
It's CashUp, yeah. So that's kind of justifying why the marketing budget is so high.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's still high.
Each product has to be marketed specifically.
Yeah.
And it needs a massive budget for each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you don't know, CashUp is owned by Square, you're not really gonna go out there and do your research and well, you might, but you got no business knowing like that.
Or if you have an issue with Square, it won't put you off getting CashUp because you don't have any association.
That's a better way of putting it.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
For me, I would say the fact that they have such a low, not even low, a declining free cash flow means that they're less liquid.
Yeah.
And any company, to me, that's less liquid is vulnerable. You understand? If you're not able to get cash quickly to solve your problems, anything can happen right now.
Yeah.
And they're not liquid. What are you going to do? You're going to have to start selling assets. And you might end up in a situation where you're not able to save yourself in time. Have you ever played Monopoly, bro?
I played.
Okay. Have you been in a situation, where
it's a bit of a sticky one?
You land on someone's property and you ain't got the money, so you need to start selling your properties.
Yeah.
They could end up in that kind of situation. So they need to think about how they spend their cash flow. Yeah. How they're spending their free cash.
Also as well, the rate that they want to grow at, they need to humble themselves and remember that everything is not just there's twists and turns,
left and right. Anything can happen.
Different sorts of waves. So they need to be careful with spending so much on their marketing right now, rather than steadying the ship and thinking, you know what, we're gonna spend some of the budget now. The next year growing slowly.
So it needs to be progressive. Not just Okay, cool. One major one that I want to say is the fact that whatever they're doing, it's not anything crazy. Like, they're not doing anything special. CashUp is not anything special. PayPal does the exact same thing.
Other people that jump on OnlyFans.
Quarantine. OnlyFans.
Quarantine radio.
Look, at the end of the day, their products, CashUp, whatever it is that they're doing, their competition can copy anything that they're doing, bro. Nothing they're doing is like some super USP. It's all the same service or the same product, but with good marketing. You understand? Anyone can do that. So to me, that's a risk.
When you say anyone, the likes of PayPal.
The competition. So the likes of PayPal, Alipay, and WorldPay can easily go and copy whatever Square's doing.
They've been doing that, to be fair.
They've been doing that. Square brings out the card reader. iZettle brings one out. PayPal brings one out. WorldPay brings one out. Everyone brings out their own card reader. What are you doing differently? Do you understand? So to me, it's a risk. Do you know what I mean? All it takes is a competitor to copy them and make it better.
That's why Square's main focus shouldn't just be on Square as a whole. They need to continue acquiring different things and bring them under their umbrella. Because the payments thing, PayPal's in the lead at the moment when it comes to that sort of thing. Even Alipay. The CEO. Jackdorsey. He's a bit of a wild character, and he's good at starting businesses, but he's not always good at managing the businesses. And when you look at a lot of the social media platforms that are out at the moment, why is, for example, Twitter not talked about as much as the likes of, let's say, Instagram or even TikTok, for example?
That's true. That's true.
Is this guy focused? Is this guy focused on Square so much?
No. What you're saying makes sense, because you're asking, is he focused so much on Square that he doesn't look at Twitter, or is he focused on Twitter? He doesn't look at Square. What else is he doing?
What's his attention on? So as a guy, I feel like he's got his hands in two heavy companies. Pick one.
Obviously, we can easily say that, but then you look at people like, again, Elon Musk. He has 3 companies he's focusing on.
It's true.
But then again, he's Superman. So there you
go.
go.
That's true.
But I do hear your point, though. A focused CEO brings less risk to the business. So I get exactly what you mean. What you mean. Sorry. We go into the growth strategy then.
So growth strategy. The CFO is Amrita Ahuja.
You didn't butcher that name. It's
Nah,
all right. You said it
thank
right.
you very much.
Well done. Well done.
So that's 10 points. So what she said is that Square has 80% brand awareness and just 9% product awareness at the moment. So they're looking to increase their product awareness at the moment.
More marketing.
Through more marketing. How much marketing can one company do?
Bro, they're doing more marketing than Apple, bruv.
It's mad.
At this point.
It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad. There comes a point here where you have to say, brother, how much are we spending
on marketing? On marketing. That's nuts. Anyway. Yeah, so
market until you can't market no more. It's what their strategy seems to be at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a pile of poo that you want to sell,
Alright, mad. Why would you use that as an example?
Yeah, because bro, if you have something that isn't valuable, the only way you can sell it is by marketing, and it seems like that's what they're doing. I'm not saying that their products are rubbish.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that there must be a reason why they're doing so much marketing. A good product speaks for itself. I'm sure I've mentioned this before.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to bang the drum so much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Let the product speak for itself.
Yeah.
Their marketing, I don't know what's going on. It's a bit weird to me, mate. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Wow, that's a lot. Still,
It's a lot. And so I'll give the next one. So it seems like they want to get more restaurants on board, on board with the whole Square payment system, so that these restaurants can manage their payments, they can manage their bills, and they can also even create floor plans within the Square system. So
kind of peak though.
Obviously, right now it's sticky.
It's sticky.
Lockdown, restaurants are closing.
Lockdown, and
what are you gonna do?
The UK has gone into a full lockdown. Globally, they're gonna go into
Some sort of lockdown with this
said
new
it-
version 2 of the virus.
I said it, I said it in one of our episodes. If you go back here, you will see that I mentioned specifically about this lockdown and the fact that when Biden comes in, it's going to be interesting for a lot of companies, whether Biden is going to support these companies or whether he's just going to leave them to do what they want to do.
Let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see. Yeah,
It's interesting.
they might have to change their growth strategy because that restaurant thing,
It's peak.
ain't no one doing fine dining right now.
They need to move to a more online-based strategy and forget about the physical business, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to say it.
I think that's why they're looking to acquire something like Tidal, because the amount of music that people are streaming right now is through the roof, and also they got CashUp, which is people can send payments. CashUp is not just for OnlyFans, because a lot of people are probably thinking CashUp is OnlyFans or just for Tory Lanez, it's Quarantine Radio. That's
there's actually lots of reasons to use.
You can send money over
to
people through it. So it's good in a way that they've got those other things, because if it was just Square that they just rely on, mate,
it'll be a problem.
It'll be a problem because PayPal, they're ahead in the game.
Yeah, they're gone. Let's say I have. Let's just leave it at I have a lot to say about this company. You understand? So we have to cut off somewhere.
Yeah.
So let's go straight into our ratings.
Yeah.
So you go first, innit? As you usually do.
1, 2, 3. 3 out of 5.
Why is that?
I just feel like the competition is peak at the moment. Obviously, I feel like Square will grow, but I don't know how much. I can't tell how much they'll grow to at the moment, and whether or not Jackdorsey's focus is going to be on Square in the next 5 years, next 10 years. Like, there's a lot of marketing at a fast rate, and they're growing too fast at the moment for my liking.
Okay.
So I don't know.
And that is a possible thing. It's possible for growth to actually hinder your progress.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy. It's not a crazy thing to say. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. So for me, I'm gonna give them a 3 out of 5.
Why's that?
So if I scroll back up to the pros,
Yep.
I mean, I believe in the fact that Square. I believe in Square's products. You understand? I believe in CashUp. I think it will do well. It's doing very well in America.
Even their investment in Bitcoin.
Their investment in Bitcoin, I believe in that as well. I think those things will do well. However, I'm the competition merchant. That's my main point is if your competition is able to deliver as well as you, it's peak for you. You understand? Competition takes out a lot of business.
It does.
And for me right now, PayPal, to me, is doing better than Square. Even if they're not, they're in the mix.
Yeah.
Alipay, Asian company, they are always risky. They can always come and take you at any time. Obviously, WorldPay, I think they've fallen behind. I don't really know what's going on with them. But PayPal and Alipay alone are a big risk to Square, in my opinion. So based on that, I can't give them a 4 out of 5 to invest. I can't give them a 5 out of 5. I give them a 3 out of 5 because I still believe it's a stock worth looking into. I've got money in Square.
Yeah.
I do believe if they do things properly, if Jackdorsey wears the correct hat and focuses the company in the right place, they have massive opportunity in front of them and they will do well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether if Jack Dorsey steps aside and just focuses on Twitter, and somebody else comes into and takes over Square. Potentially they could grow Square to the point where Square is competing properly with PayPal.
Yeah, with PayPal.
But at the moment, like it's a bit
lula.
Yeah,
it's a lot going on. So yeah, that's what I think. That's what you think.
Yep, that's what I think.
Is there anything else to add?
Do your Googles because Square is an interesting one.
It's definitely interesting. Yeah. It's definitely interesting. Sorry, before we go, I was gonna say that the share price right now is very close to the 52-week range high. So think about it because it might level down before it comes back up. So you might want to hold off, wait for it to drop a little bit, and then buy and wait for it to go back up.
Keyword: Joe Biden's coming in. So
amen.
That might be something to think about with the stock market. Yeah. Do your Googles.
As always, send the video to one person.
Yep.
Just one person. Make sure you like the video. It helps us a lot. Subscribe. It helps us a lot. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yep.
Last one.